to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, thanks very much. Now, you know Giannis Antetokounmpo has one of sports' best nicknames, the Greek Freak. He said, when I first heard it, I was like, what's going on? Why am I a freak now? But then I realized it was about my athleticism and the things I can do. And so I embraced the nickname. I love it, and it's a part of me now. Kevin?
It's a terrific one. David, thanks. He does stand out. Wow. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton, the small forward, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as the power forward. Beasley is out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, they've got O'Neal. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, two names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. Here we go.
So the Bucks win the tip. Beasley finds Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Beasley outside. The pass to Connaughton. 4 on the clock. Rebound, Brooklyn. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
They grabbed their own miss. A shot by Middleton, wide open. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too. You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now here's Middleton, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Rough patch here, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. To the left side wing, Finney-Smith. Here's Claxton, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Claxton's got his second bucket tonight.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
On defense, the Nets, 6-point lead. Pass to Connaughton, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
A defensive play like that early in the game, can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He had 15 points last outing. Bridges attacking. And the dunk by O'Neal.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Connaughton following the bucket by the Nets. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Beasley with a clean look. And again, the Bucks miss. And here's Brooklyn. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Middleton against O'Neal. Bridges, no one around him. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Middleton against O'Neal. Now here's Middleton. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Yeah, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Middleton against O'Neal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Chris Middleton.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
They've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
That's good from O'Neal.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team. And before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Chris Middleton.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Crowder, the pass to Beasley. And here's Giannis. He gets that one.
Really confident from the interior because of his length and strength. Giannis feels like he can score from anywhere, anytime.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Fades and shoots. O'Neal dishes to Dinwiddie. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Crowder against O'Neal. Left side, Portis. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 8-point game. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Giannis throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Mark, if you take a look at the superstars on this Bucks team, they are extremely selfless.
Yeah, they really are. That's one of their great attributes. They just want to win. The pieces fit well together. Doesn't matter how they do it, who does it. They're all in it to win championships. A total team mindset.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Beasley finds Portis. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Passes to Connaughton. Outside Crowder. Launches a 3. Here's Giannis. Kicks it out to Beasley. The pass to Portis. Takes the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
On the wing, Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. They get it again. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 6 points. And Beasley has the ball here for Milwaukee. They trail by 7. Up top, Portis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie against Connaughton. Now here's Dinwiddie. Tight defense on him. Offensive rebound, Claxton. Great D that time from Portis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Crowder against O'Neal. Right side Crowder. Outside Portis. No good. Shot missing. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 35 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Simmons checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson comes in for O'Neal, and Thomas subbed in for Dinwiddie. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Lopez comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Grayson Allen subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Now, here's Thomas. 14 points from him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Bridges against Allen. Here's Lopez. Second chance shot. And another shot. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead. Simmons against Lopez. For 3, Bridges. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding the shooter and setting him up perfect.
Allen outside. Lopez inside. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 16 feet away. Allen's shot is off.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Now here's Allen. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Allen. Pass to Crowder and taken away by Johnson. Outside Thomas. Oh, the lob for Simmons. An emphatic LU jam.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Bucks trail by 11. Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Lopez, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Thomas. Allen against Bridges. They get it back. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Bucks trail by 14. Allen outside. Back to Beasley. Lopez outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 5 on the clock. Beasley, the pass to Lopez. To halt the run. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Nets leading by 14. Thomas deciding where to go with it. In the corner, it's Bridges. Hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got 8.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The 4 and 5. Giannis and Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Beauchamp in at the small forward. Here's Claxton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And that one, good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Here's Middleton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Pass to Claxton. Simmons against Portis. Claxton no good. Bucks trail by 15. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Back to Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Bridges. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Baisley's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. And Walker subbed in for Johnson. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Middleton. There's the lob to the hoop.
Middleton, the scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Portis. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Giannis. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player. He takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
And the pass to Connaughton. Bucks passing it around. Inside. It's deflected. Walker with it. Picked up by Portis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie against Middleton. To the wing right side. Here's Finney-Smith. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Beauchamp. That shot missing. Bridges with some nice defense. And the rejection by Giannis. To the wing on the left. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. Drills it from outside. He has 5.
Getting better and better as a playmaker. Giannis is the ultimate team-first superstar. He does put up big assist numbers, and that's an evolving part of his game.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Crowder's checked in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Nets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And so Walker nails both of them. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Middleton looking it over. Passes it to Connaughton. Outside Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up. High post. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. Here now is Dinwiddie. Out to the wing. Middleton against Walker. Down low. Here's Giannis. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Dinwiddie against Connaughton. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. Plays it up and banks it in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Free throw good. Giannis. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
That one misses. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
The pass to Finney-Smith. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You know, gifted with what seems to be a limitless reach, the Greek Freak can get to offensive rebounds that most others only think about getting to.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the first one at the line is good. The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 8-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Beasley. Rebounded by the Nets.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Walker's shot is off. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Beasley. Mason Allen's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, just fighting an uphill battle. The turnovers forcing them to lose ground.
The sloppy play clearly putting their lead in jeopardy.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Robin Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Allen passes to Beasley. Now here's Lopez. They get a hand on it. It's Crowder on the wing. From 10 feet out, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Robin Lopez played with 8 different teams through his first 13 seasons in the league, and in a word, a basketball nomad. Those 7-footers always in demand when they can impact both ends of the floor.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. Someone like Robin Lopez, Clark, how hard is it to change teams that much?
I don't know, because I never experienced that in my short career, but I imagine it's got to be difficult. But if you're comfortable with yourself and you bring value to your teams, then I think it can be a fairly smooth adjustment.
Back to Beasley. And again, the Bucks miss.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
O'Neal passes to Claxton. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Outside Crowder. Pass to Allen. From 10 feet out. Second shot opportunity. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Allen. And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 10. Here's Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Allen outside. Back to Beasley. A 3-ball. Connects from 3-point range. Beasley's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Lopez against Simmons. He kicks to Thomas. Claxton the pass to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, you know, I really like when Simmons is aggressive like this. I mean, looking to score and daring the defense to foul him, he puts a lot of pressure on the opponent that way.
The Nets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. No good on that one. Bridges, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And he sinks the second.
You know, Ben Simmons so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Allen passes to Beauchamp. And here's Beasley for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Beasley against Thomas. Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Beasley, the pass to Beauchamp. It's sent back down by Simmons. Allen inside. Thomas is there. Lopez tries again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nets leading by 7. Simmons passes to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. On the wing, Bridges. Nets passing it around. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Bridges has got 13.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Passes it to Beauchamp. Now Lopez. Allen outside. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Clock at 6. Kicks to Beasley. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Thomas. And that one drops. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Beasley outside. And the Bucks miss again. And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Looks like this could be an upset in the making. I'm Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. In quarter number 2, their well-earned cushion began to dissipate, but they still scored enough to go into the half up by double digits. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Well, the best way they can get back into this game is to show up their rebound. They need to prevent second chance points and fight. Fight to get their own. If they could do that, this game's still within reach.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Mikal Bridges. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
Outside Thomas. Back to Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Connaughton against Bridges. There's the triple. And it's Connaughton missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Thomas finds Bridges. It's good.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in now to the line.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Johnson. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Giannis kicks to Beasley. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's. Giannis against Dinwiddie. And the layup's good off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
O'Neal's checked in for the Nets. Dinwiddie against Beasley. Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. Shoots over Connaughton. Bridges misses. Bucks trail by 15. Moving it up. And Portis throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Claxton, defended by Portis. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie, left side. Over Beasley. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
Beasley, and off the glass. That one's good. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 13. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. With his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots. And one thing about Beasley, he can get you buckets in a hurry.
Well, you know, last year, Greg, he broke Minnesota's record for most threes in a game. When he's hot, he can light it up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
O'Neal with it. Picked up by Portis. Good. Claxton's got 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's O'Neal. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Pass to Connaughton. Now Middleton. Pass to Portis. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Beasley, the pass to Middleton. Passes it to Connaughton. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Bridges. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Lets it fly. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Here's Beasley. Portis trying to free himself. No good from Beasley.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Dinwiddie kicks to O'Neal. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
There's Portis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Free throw, good. Portis. Brooklyn making some changes. Beasley comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Lonnie Walker in for O'Neal. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Crowder's checked in. And Portis drains both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
To the middle. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Walker. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Allen's checked in for Portis. And the Bucks with possession here. It's an 18-point game. Beasley kicks to Middleton. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 9.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Then Bridges jams it in.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Middleton finds Allen. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. Here's Baisley, covered by Giannis. Nets passing it around. Back to Walker. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Allen. A second chance effort. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Milwaukee making a switch here. Bridges against Allen. Pass to Beasley. Down low. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
Now, here's Walker. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Beasley against Walker. That's tipped. Johnson outside. There's the lob to Bridges.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the Bucks with possession here. Beasley with it. He's picked up by Walker. No good from Beasley. Nets leading by 20. Here's Johnson. Buries it down low. Johnson's got 9.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Timeout called the Bucks. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Now, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Allen outside. They need this. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bridges misses. Milwaukee's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Walker. Back to Bridges. Johnson for 3. That one doesn't drop. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Pass to Crowder. Back to Beasley. Here's Beauchamp. Passes it to Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Beasley against Walker. Going inside, and the dunk by Walker.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Beasley outside. Fades away. Shot by Crowder, no good.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And there's the pass to Allen. 1:30 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beauchamp, and the Bucks miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Crowder finds Beasley. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
It's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Trying to get open is Lopez, and the layup falls.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside, Simmons. And Walker kicks to Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Crowder. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Beasley outside. And it's denied. That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Nets just dominating this one. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Green, Robin Lopez out there with Brooke Lopez, and it's Matthias in at the shooting guard position. And Beauchamp gets it to go.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Simmons left side. And here's Johnson outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Green. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside, Walker. Pass to Baisley. Back to Walker. Drives to the hoop. Missed inside. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Mathias, the pass to Lopez. Shoots a fader, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
Thomas against Green. The pass to Baisley. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Beauchamp. Bucks have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Darius Baisley. That's his first foul. Players, Clark, as we know, are changing teams more than ever before. Some don't like it, and some do. But free agency is something historically that was fought for by the Players Club.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of. And freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it. But I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Over Middleton. And again, it's the Nets missing. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pass to Connaughton. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Portis trying to free himself. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Once Giannis gets going now, he stays hot. He's capable of putting the entire offense on his broad shoulders.
Portis against Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Portis. Here's Connaughton. Poked loose. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent. Players you draft and develop or sign and develop seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Come to me.
Inside, here's Portis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Thomas. Beasley's checked in for Milwaukee. To the inside, Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 20.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Connaughton missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, as we know, it's here to stay, but people continue to voice their opinion on the play-in tournament format. Where do you fall?
I like it, Kevin. I really do. It's creative. It's innovative. It adds a level of excitement, that do-or-die feel. that you sometimes don't get unless it's a Game 7 in the NBA playoffs. I really think it's a good add-on.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Beasley. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Connaughton against Dinwiddie. Beasley dishes to Middleton. Hands it from downtown.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Dinwiddie against Beasley. Passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Out left to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot. Giannis has got 19 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
The pass to Johnson. To the paint and stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Middleton is just the total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. On the wing, Johnson. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Here's Beasley. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And a wide open look for Portis. Sinks the three-pointer. Portis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Johnson. Now O'Neal from past the arc. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. To the middle. Johnson with some nice D. Nets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Finney-Smith. O'Neal against Middleton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Middleton. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bucks trail by 14. Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Passes it to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Connaughton against Johnson. The pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Johnson. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Milwaukee has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Beasley. He kicks to Middleton. Now Portis. Pass to Connaughton. The three. Drills the three-pointer. Connaughton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Down by 12.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Dinwiddie outside. Over Beasley. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith. Lock at 6. Out to the right wing. O'Neal from long range. Hangs home the trifecta. And the Nets lead by 13.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Johnson. Here's the three. Giannis grabs the miss.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Brooklyn with the rebound. O'Neal's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Brooklyn leading by 13. Dishes it to Johnson. Here's Dinwiddie. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Beasley kicks to Middleton. Back to Beasley. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He feeds it to Middleton. 9 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Finney-Smith passes to Dinwiddie. To the wing on the left. Over Beasley. Not going to go that time. Bucks trail by 15.
Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
for the Nets.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an interconference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
Kicks it out to Johnson. No good on the 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Connaughton. And it's off from 3-point range. And here are the Nets. 13-point lead. O'Neal dishes to Dinwiddie. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.